All right, what about that E3 from Nintendo? Again, honestly, I think I think it's about on par with Microsoft. I don't know. It's gonna depend on your taste or what you wanted or what you were expecting. If you were expecting the Switch Pro, that's your fault for being disappointed. And Nintendo themselves clearly stated even beforehand they were going to only discuss software, no hardware. Even the leaks that came out beforehand were talking about uh, before E3, not during the E3 presentation. So there was nothing here to say Switch Pro during this presentation. So if you were disappointed that that wasn't here, I mean, we all were. But if you're really upset about that, if that really ruined the experience for you because you were expecting it to be here, that's just on you. That's your fault. But Breath of the Wild 2 did show up. And that game looks like it's going to be amazing. It looks like it's going to be great. However, the one issue that we're going to have with that is, well, the one unfortunate issue with that is it showed it and it said 2022 as a release date, not even a time frame or anything. So it could be early 2022, but most likely it's going to be later on in the year. I mean, who knows? Now, Nintendo is predicting a lot of sales this fiscal year for their Switch, so maybe it will come out closer, something like March or something like where in that Monster Hunter Rise slot to get those sales in before their financial year is over. But anyway, yes, I was pretty disappointed. I was really hoping it was going to come out in 2021, but we know there was going to be some delays. The game still looks great. It doesn't matter if it comes out, November, December 2021 or March, April 2022. As long as it's coming soon within that time frame, we should be good to go. The other thing that was disappointing was where they said, and I got to go back and look at it and listen to it again because wording with Nintendo is key and wording with Nintendo is everything. Right off the bat, the first thing that I got was he said, we have no other plans for anything Zelda related, like for the anniversary other than this Game Boy, this Game and Watch. So they have a new Game and Watch like they did with the Mario anniversary. Cause this one's got a couple of more games on it. Looks great. I'm gonna buy it. It's definitely a collector's item, right? But it wasn't anything else really Zelda anniversary related that we were looking for. And we already knew about Skyward Sword. We knew about Breath of the Wild 2. We were just hoping for a new trailer. We finally got it. But we didn't even get a name or anything for the Breath of the Wild 2. So we got no new name. They didn't update the official name. We have no release window. They did say 2022, but there was no window in there. So there's a lot. And it could be exciting or disappointing depending on how you're going to look at it. There's a lot that they're still going to have to go over for this video game. So that's always going to be fun. And we're going to continue to learn more and more about this game. So hopefully that will build up on the hype and we'll start to get more information revealed at some point. They also said, so back to the wording, they also said that this was only some of the games that they were working. They're working on many more titles that they couldn't show today. So we've been hearing rumors that they wanted to focus on the Skyward Sword. They didn't want to distract from that. And I guess that's apparent here. So they showed Breath of the Wild 2 because we already know about that. That's like a completely different game that's coming. Then they showed that Game & Watch, and they showed a little bit more Skyward Sword, but they showed nothing else Zelda related. And I think that shows or proves some of these rumors. I know people are disappointed that we didn't get some of the other Zelda games. I just think that this actually proves some of the rumors that were going out, or some of these leakers that were saying they're only going to focus on Skyward Sword until they're done with that before they talk about other stuff. So don't expect any other Zelda news until well after. Let's say a month. Don't expect any other Zelda news or any other Zelda stuff coming out until about a month after Skyward Sword comes out. Okay, so once Skyward Sword is released, a month later, I'm thinking, I know Nintendo usually does a direct sometime in August or September. We don't know if Nintendo's back on schedule with their directs either. But July 16th is Skyward Sword. I'm gonna go August 16th, about a month. Anytime after August 16th, between August 16th and September 16th, and if we're gonna throw out an actual date, let's just go September 16th. When we get any more information about any of these other HD Zelda remakes coming to the Switch. The unfortunate part is that the wording was clearly, while we have nothing else planned for the Nintendo Switch, we do have this. So it doesn't sound like they have anything else planned. I mean, they said those exact words. It's gonna be hard for them to go back on that later. So that's up in the air, but I mean, we got to believe that they're going to do something else. They might not try to pass it off as Zelda 35 and say, hey, this is what we're doing because of the anniversary. But I mean, they already have these games HD remasters done. So why not just port them over? If they do have their August, September Direct, I'm really thinking that's the one that's really going to start to show off some more Zelda stuff for the rest of this year or the rest of this fiscal year. They definitely are holding back and putting all of their stuff into the Skyward Sword first. So what do you guys think about all the Zelda stuff? I'm slightly, like I said, I wanted to see more Zelda stuff, but we know why. They want to push Skyward Sword. And have you seen that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer? There was one part, it looked like Skyward Sword for a second, right? So they're really pushing those two games together, and we'll see some more Zelda stuff, I believe, after Skyward Sword has been released.